Our Friday flow. So just a set of blocks. Strap is optional for today. We're going to go ahead and start in a child's pose, drawing your knees wide to the edges of your mat, heels to touch, sinking your hips in towards your heels, releasing your forehead or chin on the floor or on a block, extending your arms out long in front. I'm just going to turn the music down just a smidge, it's a little bit loud. Belly rise, belly fall, deep inhales, deep exhales. Your belly, ribs, and lungs, all the way to the top. Full exhale through your mouth, ribs, lungs, belly. Continuing with that breath, maybe setting an intention for class today. Roll your forehead from side to side. Your next full exhale, breathing in all the way to the top. Once you get there, seal your lips. Exhale through your nose, allowing you to build heat within your body using just your breath. Like that. Full exhale. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, maybe on the edge, maybe slightly off. Hands are parallel. Feeling that deep stretch all on the right side body. If you would like to deepen the sensation, you can gently rotate your right shoulder down towards the floor, actively pressing your right hip in towards your right heel. Exhale. On your next inhale, gently release your left arm behind your hip, draw it towards your right hip, opening up your left shoulder. The left arm back to meet the right. Walk your hands through center, over to the right side of your mat, maybe off of your mat, and just bringing your chin or your forehead back to the floor or to a block. Both hands are side by side, feeling that deep stretch all along the left side body. Reaching your left arm long, left hip towards your left heel. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can gently rotate your left shoulder down towards the floor. Hold it here. Gently releasing, coming back through center. From here, you can bend your elbows, bringing your palms to touch at the crown of your head. You want to deepen that tricep stretch, you can draw your thumbs towards the back of your neck, maybe towards your spine. You can also walk your elbows closer towards the crown of your head, actively pressing your hips in towards your heels. And up through your nose. Extend your arms out long. Rise up, finding a tabletop position. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and just bump your hips side to side. Come back through center, tuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze, deep inhale, coming through cow. On your exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine, deep cat stretch. Coming through neutral spine as you tuck your toes, lift your gaze, spiral your elbow creases in. On your exhale, round your spine, cross the earth away. Continuing for a few more breaths just like that. Deep inhale and exhale. Just like that. Coming back through neutral spine. Go ahead and turn your fingertips towards the outer edges of your mat. You're welcome to hold it here. If you like, you can rock side to side. Coming back through center. Spiral your fingertips closer towards your knees. They don't have to be directly pointing. They can be at any angle between the sides of your mat and your knees. You're welcome to hold it here. You can rock forwards and backwards. Maybe side to side if that feels comfortable for you today. Come back to center, bring your fingertips back to the top of your mat, starting with your left palm. Flip your left palm up towards the ceiling, right palm stays down towards the floor. Same options here, you're welcome to hold it where you're at, maybe rock side to side, maybe forwards and backwards. Stretching out the wrists and the forearms here. Coming back through center, flip your left palm down towards the floor, right palm up towards the ceiling, fingertips in towards your knees. Gently rock forwards and backwards, maybe side to side, or staying just in place, noticing how this feels compared to the left side. Gently come back to center, release your right hand down to the floor. Draw your left elbow high, gazing up, looking up, tap your left elbow to your right wrist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift up, lengthen your left arm high. Exhale, sweep your left arm all the way under and through the right side body. Maybe gently releasing your left cheek or ear towards the floor. Extend that right arm long. You can bind it around towards your left hip. You can extend that right leg long as well. Gently draw your right knee, right arm back in line. Inhale, lengthen, lift your left arm high. Exhale, release your left hand back down to the floor. On your left knee, we're going to pivot, opening up to side plank. Extend your right arm and right leg long, opposite directions. We're going to crunch right elbow to right knee for 2. And extend. Last one. Reach your right arm high, right toes on the floor. Reach up. Draw that right arm under and through the left side body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it under and through. Inhale, lengthen, rise up. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Arms overhead, bend your elbows, cactus, lift your gaze. Inhale, lengthen, release your right hand down your right leg, side bend over to the right. Feel that deep stretch all on the left side body. Inhale, rise up, stack your shoulders over your hips. Bend your elbows, lift your gaze, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel your left hand down. Pivot, coming back to your tripod. Keep that right leg extended. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that right leg over the left side body. Coming back through center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that right leg all the way over, maybe further this time. Maybe gently looking over your left shoulder. Maybe gently rock towards your heel. You want to deepen that stretch, you can reach your right arm long. Then plant your right hand back down. Release your right knee under your right hip. Do the same thing on the other side. Just turn. Reach your right elbow high. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow to left wrist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right elbow to left wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Reach your right arm high. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, draw your right arm all the way under and through the left side body. Just gently releasing your right cheek or ear to the floor or to a block. Any variation here, you can extend your left arm long, you can extend your left leg, you can bind your left hand towards your right hip, opening up your left shoulder. Breath. Release your left hand, left knee, back down. Inhale, lengthen, reach your right arm high. Release your right hand back under your right shoulder. Pivot on your right knee, coming into your side plank. Left arm up, left leg down. Reach your left arm overhead, bicep to ear. Crunch your elbow to your knee, and extend. One more, elbow to knee. And extend, gently release your left leg on the floor. Reach your left arm high. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your left arm under through the right side body. Deep twist here. Inhale, lengthen. One more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Left arm high. Rise up. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Seal that left leg down. Bend your elbows. Lift your gaze. Spread your fingertips wide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your left hand down the left side of your body. Feel that deep stretch all along the right side body here. Right bicep to right ear. Come back through center. Arms overhead. Bend your elbows. Rise up. Cartwheel your right hand down. Cartwheel your left hand down. Pivot your hips. Keep that left leg extended straight back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that left leg over the right side body. Inhale, lengthen. One more time. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flex the left foot. Draw it over, maybe further along the right side body. You can gently look over your right shoulder. You want to deepen that side body stretch. You can extend your left arm long, balancing on your right knee and your right wrist. Gently release your left hand down if you had extended. Draw your left knee back in line with your hip. Bump your hips side to side. Alright, so we've got a flow here today. We're going to stay in kneeling. Having a lot of fun with these kneeling transitions. I'm going to break it down and then we're going to combine them and flow. Alright, so from our tabletop, extend your right leg long. Draw your knee towards your nose, round your spine. Step your right foot through. You can grab blocks here or hold it just where it's at, coming into low lunge. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Coming into kneeling warrior one. From here, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Lightning warrior, hover your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sweep. Hinge forward, arms come back past your hips. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. You're welcome to keep your arms overhead. You can bring your hands down by your side or towards a block. We're going to straighten and bend into this right knee. Press it forward and draw back. You can also tee out your arms for balance, hands to your hips. Alright, hold that right leg straight. Seal your right foot down to the floor. From here, we're going to hinge forward, coming into kneeling pyramid. Again, grab those blocks, place on either side of your right foot. You can keep your arms out in front. You can walk your hands closer in towards your left knee. Maybe folding forward. Feeling that stretch all along the back side of your right leg. If your toes start to lift up, that's perfectly fine. Here for one more breath. Draw your left hand to the inside of your right foot or on a block. Reach your right arm high. You can gaze up towards your right arm, challenge your balance. You're also welcome to keep your gaze down. This is kneeling revolved pyramid. Hold it here for one more breath. Gently release your right hand back down, framing your right foot. Bend into your right knee. Coming back to low lunge, stacking your right knee over your right ankle. Keep your left hand on the floor on a block inside your right foot. Reach your right arm high. Circle out your wrist. Circle out your shoulder. Right arm high, left arm low. We're going to rise up. Draw your right arm back towards the inside of your left thigh. Left arm sweeps up. Kneeling, exalted warrior. Press your hips forward. Let's do that one more time. Draw your left hand down to the floor. Block inside your right foot. Sweep your right arm high. Hold it here for a breath. Rise up as your right hand comes down to the inside of your left thigh. Sweep your left arm high. You can gaze up. You can keep your gaze forward. Gently cartwheel your hands down towards the floor. Step your right foot back. Coming back to tabletop. Bump your hips side to side. All right, let's do that on the left side here. Coming back to our tabletop. Extend your left leg long. Deep inhale. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Round your spine. Step your left foot in between your palms. Use those blocks under your hands if you'd like. Holding here. Low lunge, rise up. Kneeling crescent. We're going to hinge forward. Lightning crescent here. Hinge forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise. Shoulders stack over your hips. Exhale, hinge forward. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise up. You're welcome to keep your arms overhead. Draw it out to a T, hands to your hips or hands to blocks. We're going to straighten and bend that left leg. If you can, try to seal those toes in towards the floor as you straighten. You can also have a micro bend the knee when we straighten. One more. On the next one, gently hold the hips back. Try to seal that foot down. You can have a micro bend in that left knee. Sweep your arms overhead if they were down by your hips. Fold forward. You can come halfway. You can bring your hands down to the floor or to blocks, framing your left foot. You're welcome to keep your arms out by your toes. You can also walk them in towards your right knee, maybe folding forward. Ready to create a small bend in that left knee. Hold it here for one more breath. Gently place your right hand on the inside of your left foot on the floor on a block. Reach your left arm high. Revolved pyramid. Of course, in kneeling. Release your left arm down, coming back to pyramid. Bend into your left knee, coming back to our low lunge. From here, sweep your arms up high. Ooh, nope. Keep your right hand down to the inside of your left foot, sweep your left arm high. Circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder, forwards and backwards. Inhale, lengthen left arm high. Rise up as you draw your left arm back to the inside of your right thigh. Right arm sweeps up high. You can keep your gaze forward. You can bring your gaze up, press your hips forward, kneeling exalted warrior. We'll do that one more time. Cartwheel your hands down, right hand to the inside of your left foot, left arm high. Hold it here for one more breath. Reaching long in opposite directions. We'll exhale. Inhale, rise up. Right arm forward, left arm back, left arm behind your right thigh, right arm sweeps up. Press your hips forward. Feel that deepening stretch in your right hip. On your next exhale, gently cartwheel your hands down, framing your left foot with or without blocks. Draw your left knee back, bump your hips side to side. How's everyone doing? All right, we're gonna add on, then we'll combine the two. So I'll turn face this way again. All right, again, so as I promised, all kneeling positions here. All right, draw your right leg straight back, deep inhale, point the toe. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Step through, coming into low lunge. We're going to pivot your left toes towards that long edge of your mat. Inhale, rise up, kneeling warrior one. From here, you can inch that right foot forward because we're going to open up. Tee out the arms, kneeling warrior two. So your right toes are facing towards the top of your mat. Your left toes are facing to the side, the right side of your mat. From here, bend into that right knee. Inhale, lengthen, straighten that right leg. Just like a kneeling big star. Bend and straighten. One more. Maybe deepening that bend. All right, we're gonna hold that right leg straight. Bring your arms back out to a T. Bump your hips to the left. Draw your arms to the right. And tick-tock your arms down, coming into kneeling triangle. You can always place your hands on a block here. So left arm up, right arm down. Breathing. Gently rise up. If you have that block, keep it in your right hand. Bring hands to heart center, bring the block to your left hand, arms back out to a T. Draw your left arm down, right arm up, coming into reverse triangle. Really lean into that left side, trying to keep that right leg straight. Gently rise up, tee out your arms, bend into that right knee. Arms stay out to a T. You can come into extended side angle, bringing your right hand to your right thigh, down to the floor, left bicep to left ear. This time feeling that stretch all along the left side body. Come back to warrior two. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Draw your left hand behind your back. Sweep your right arm overhead. Deep side bend. Maintain that bend in your front right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Come back to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Pivot your left toes so your hips are square. From here, we're going to step that right foot back, coming back to our tabletop. Bump your hips side to side. So that is the second part of our flow. Let's do the same thing on the left side. Hips side to side. Inhale, lengthen, kick your left leg straight back. Strong point through your toes. Back is flat. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Step your left foot in between your palms. You can keep your hands on blocks or just on the floor. We're going to pivot the right toes. So they're on, this time, the left edge of your mat. Inhale, rise up. From here, tee out your arms. Come into warrior two. So if you have little legs like me, you might want to walk that left foot out so you can really bend into that knee for warrior two. Hold it here. Deep bend into that front left knee. Inhale, arms overhead, lengthen that left leg. Deep bend. and lengthen. 2 more times just like that. Just a kneeling big star and then coming back into kneeling warrior 2. All right, on the next one, hold that left leg straight, draw your arms back out to a T. Bump your hips slightly to the right. I know it's funky when you're kneeling. Reach your left arm towards your left toes and then tick-tock your left arm down, right arm up. Keep your shoulders stacked if you can. You can place your left hand on that block or just have it hovering. You have that block. Inhale, lengthen. Rise up, keep the left arm straight or left leg straight, arms out to a T. Bring your hands to heart center, pass the block over to your right hand. Draw your right arm down. Revolved triangle. Left leg remains straight. Rise back up. Bend into that front left knee. Find your warrior 2. You are welcome to stay here. If you want to play and come into extended side angle, you can draw your left arm to your left thigh, down to the floor on a block, right bicep to right ear. You're also welcome to just hold it here. Keep the arms teed out, shoulders stacked. If you're in extended side angle, go ahead and come back to warrior 2. Tuck your right hand behind your hip, left bicep to left ear, lean back. Maintain that bend in your left knee. So if you notice that you're pulling your hips back, press that knee forward. This is the same alignment that you should have in reverse warrior, even when we're standing. Like press into that hip. It's a lot easier when we're kneeling. Gently rise up. Cartwheel down. Square out your hips. Draw that right leg straight back. And step your left leg back. Bump your hips side to side. All right, let's combine those 2 flows into one blow. Still all kneeling, no worries. Coming back to our tabletop. Inhale, lengthen, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your right foot in between your palms, coming into low lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Once more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise up. We're going to straighten and bend that front right leg. You can keep your hands on blocks, arms overhead, tee out your arms. On the next one, hold that right leg straight. If you want, great opportunity for blocks. Arms overhead. We're going to fold forward, coming into pyramid from a kneeling stance. You can have a micro bend in that right knee. You're also welcome to keep it straight. Just letting your neck hang loose. Bringing your nose towards your knee, heart to your thigh. Keep your left hand down to the inside of your right foot, either on a block or on the floor. Reach your right arm high, revolve to pyramid. Your gaze can remain up or down. Push your right hand back down, come back to pyramid. Bend into your front right knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Sweep your right arm high. Circle out your wrist. Circle out your shoulder. Forwards and backwards. Reach that right arm high. Rise up. Tick-tock your right hand to the back side of your left thigh. Left arm sweeps up. Exalted warrior. One more time. Cartwheel your left hand down. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Hold it here for the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Right arm back to the left leg. Left arm sweeps up high. All right, from here, draw both your arms up high overhead. We're going to pivot those left toes. Tee out your arms. Open up. Warrior 2. You walk that right foot forward. Deep bend into your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Big star. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Hold that right leg straight. Tee out your arms. Bump your left hip back. Reach, reach, reach. Right arm towards right toes. And then tick-tock your hips. Right arm down, left arm up. Use those blocks. Inhale, rise up, grab the block in your right hand. Square out your shoulders. Bring it back to heart center. Block in your left hand. Revolve triangle. Left arm down. Right arm overhead. Right bicep to right ear. Keep that right leg straight. Inhale, rise up. As you do, bend into that right knee. Finding your warrior two. You're welcome to hold it here in warrior two. Come into extended side angle. You can also hover that right arm if you'd like. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Come back to warrior two. Draw your left hand behind your back, flip your right palm up. Reverse your warrior. Really press into that right knee. Gently cartwheel your hands back down to the floor. Pivot your left toes and step your right foot back. Hip side to side. Right, coming back to the left side. Extend your left leg straight back. Deep inhale, point the left toes. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Step it through. From here. Oh, here we go. Rise up. Like, where do we go from here? Rise up, coming into, we'll call this one low crescent. Exhale, sweep your arms back, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. One more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Arms can be overhead, out to a T, on blocks on either side. We're going to straighten and bend that left leg. Really press into your right hip, pressing that left knee forward, and gently rock it back. One more. On the next one, hold that left leg straight back. Draw your arms up overhead. Great opportunity for blocks here. We're going to hinge forward at the hips. Bringing both arms, blocks down either side of your left leg, coming into kneeling triangle. Keeping the hips square here, and bringing the crown of your head towards your toes. At any point, you can bend into that left knee. You can straighten and bend. Your next breath, gently bring your right hand to the inside of your left foot on a block or on the floor. Sweep your left arm high. Revolve pyramid. Inhale, rise up. Bend into that left knee. Sweep your arms overhead. From here, draw your right hand down to the inside of your left foot. Sweep your left arm high. You can gaze up or down. Circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder forwards and backwards. Inhale, lengthen. Reach your left arm back, right arm forward. Keep moving. Draw your left hand behind your right thigh. Sweep your right arm high. Press into that left knee. Open up your right hip. Cartwheel your right hand back down to the floor, inside your left foot. Left arm sweeps high. Let's do that one more time. Exalted warrior. Tick-tock your left arm back, right arm forward. Keep flowing, left arm comes back behind your right thigh, right arm sweeps up high. Press into that left knee. Gaze up, look up. Cartwheel back down towards your right foot. From here, sweep your arms up high overhead. Pivot your right toes. You can also draw your hands down to the floor. My right knee is a little bit worse than my left. Pivot your right toes. Open up, tee out your arms. You can walk that left foot forward if you'd like. Bend into that left knee, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen, straighten that left leg, arms overhead. Deep bend. And straighten. One more. Deep bend. And straighten. Hold that left leg straight. Tee out your arms. Great opportunity for a block in your left hand. Reach your left arms forward. Tick-tock your left hand down. Right arm overhead. Reach up long opposite directions. Really bump your right hip back towards the back of your mat. Have a block in your left hand. Gently rise up, tee out your arms. Bring hands to heart center with that block. Pass the block into your right hand with that left leg straight. Tick-tock your right hand down, left arm up. Revolve triangle. And try to keep your left toes down. Gently rise up, bend into that left knee. Find your warrior two. Deep bend that left knee, arms out to a T, shoulders stacked over your hips. You're welcome to hold it here. If you want to come into extended side angle, lean over the left side body, left hand to your left thigh, or you can hover that left arm. You can also drop forward, right bicep towards your right ear. Maintain that bend in your left knee, rise up, tee out your arms, draw your right hand behind your left hip, flip your left palm up, reverse your warrior. Really press into that left knee, opening up the left side body. Gently pivot, cartwheel your hands down towards the floor, frame your left foot, pivot your right toes, step your left foot back. Coming back to our tabletop, bump your hips side to side. Draw your knees wide, sink your hips back to a child's pose. Just resting your forehead or chin on the floor. And just rocking your forehead from side to side. From here, reach your fingertips out long towards the front of your mat. We're going to slide forward, coming into puppy dog, forearms down. Keep your hips lifted. You can walk your knees under your hips or keep them drawn out towards the edges of the mat. Open up your chest and shoulders here. Hips are stacked over your knees. Maybe reaching your fingertips longer. And then press forward, staying on your forearms, coming down onto your belly. Bring your wrists under your shoulders. Press up, mini cobra. Release down. One more time, press up. Maybe lift your palms, maybe lift your toes. Release back down. Extend your right arm long, relax your right leg, left wrist directly under your left shoulder. Lift your left leg high. This is option one. If you want to come deeper, keep that left leg lifted and rock onto your outer right hip. You can bend that left knee, just releasing your right cheek or ear to the floor. You can extend and bend that left leg. Your next exhale, you come back to center. Come back onto both hip bones. Walk your right wrist under your right shoulder. Press up, mini cobra. Release back down. Once more, press up, mini cobra. You release your palms. You lift your toes or your thighs. Gently release everything back down. Relax your left leg. Extend your left arm long, directly from your left shoulder. Keep your right hand boxed out. Option one, lift that right leg high, lifting that right hip off the floor. Option two, you can rock onto that outer left hip, maybe bending into that right knee, tapping it behind you. Just letting your left cheek or ear come down towards the floor. Extend and bend that left leg if you'd like. Go ahead and roll back onto your tummy. Both hips on the floor. Pressing your left wrist under your left shoulder. Press up. Down. Walk your hands to your lowest rib cage. Full cover. Press all the way up. Gaze up. You're welcome to keep your thighs on the floor or lift your thighs up, coming to upward facing dog. Look over your left shoulder. Back through center. Over your right shoulder. Come back through center. Bring your gaze forward. Coming back to a tabletop position. Come to your left or right hip. Having a seat on your mat. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Reach your arms out in front. You can also extend your legs out long, your choice. Rolling back slow and controlled. Think the slower the better. Last one down gets a prize. Keep it going. Using your lower abs here as you roll down. Once you get there, release your shoulders, your neck. Extend your arms and limbs long in opposite directions. Create a tiny arch in your lower back here. Full body stretch. Hold it here. Draw your knees in toward your chest. Grab the tops of your shins, maybe the back side of your thighs. You can roll side to side, tucking your chin in towards your chest. Still with that bind, gently release your head flat on the floor. Draw your knees towards the outer edges of your shoulders, continuing to hold the back side of your thighs, or you can grab the outer edges of your feet, coming into happy baby. You're welcome to rock side to side, maybe forwards and backwards. You can come into ninja baby, extending one leg. And of course, what you do on one side, make sure you do on the other, keeping everything symmetrical as best as possible. Extend both legs out wide. Draw the soles of the feet to touch. All variations that you can do from happy baby. Pick one, pick all, or just hold it in happy baby. We'll all meet back in happy baby. Keeping your right knee in towards your right shoulder, release your left hand. Extend your left leg long, single leg happy baby. Gently bend your right heel in towards your right glute, clasping both hands around your right shin, just beneath your knee. Point flex, circle out your right ankle as you actively flex your left toes, pressing your left calf into the floor. With your left hand, gently grab the outside of your right knee, gently drawing it across the left side of your body. Maybe gazing, looking over your right shoulder, supine twist. I don't know if you guys heard my back crack a whole bunch of times. Holding here and breathing. You can gaze up towards the ceiling or over your right shoulder without forcing it. Gently come back to center. Keep your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Draw a few circles here with your right knee and then reverse. Release the sole of your right foot inside of your left leg. It can be on your thigh, it can be on your calf, your ankle, coming into reclined tree. Just letting your right knee fall to the right. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Flex your right foot. Hold it here. You can also walk that left foot in towards your left glute. You can let your hips fall from side to side. Figure 4 stretch. Come back to center, tuck both knees in towards your chest. Keeping your neck flat on the floor, extend both legs up towards the ceiling, find your happy baby. Grabbing the back sides of your thighs, grabbing the outer edges of your feet. Also a good opportunity to grab that strap, place it around the soles of your feet. From here, continue to hold the left leg. Extend your right leg long. It can hover, it can touch the floor. Draw your left heel in towards your left glute, clasping both hands underneath your left shin, just on your shin, just beneath your knee. You can point, flex, maybe circling out your left ankle, wiggling your toes, while flexing your right toes up towards the ceiling to allow your calf to press in towards the floor. Gently relax your left leg with your right hand, gently guiding your left knee across the right side of your body. Gazing, looking over your left shoulder. You can extend your left arm long. You can bend your left arm, come into a half cactus. You can place your left knee on a block, hover the floor, or can tap the floor. Gently come back to center. Keep your left knee in towards your left shoulder, avoid your rib cage. Draw a few circles here with your left knee, and then reverse the direction. Release your bind, allowing the sole of your left foot to come to the inside of your right thigh. Maybe towards your right thigh, your right calf, your right ankle, allowing your left hip to open. From here, draw your left ankle over your right thigh, flexing your left foot to protect your left knee. You can welcome to keep your right leg straight, or you can walk your right heel as close or as far away from your hips. You can just let your knees fall from side to side. Make your force stretch on this side. Actively pressing that left knee away from your body. Gently come back to center. Release your bind with both knees bent. Grab a block on its lowest setting or medium. You can also try high if you like. And just placing it under your hips, seeing how that feels. With that block under your hips, you're also welcome to set it off to the side at any time if you'd like. Gently extending one leg up towards the ceiling. Extend your arms. You can point, flex, maybe circle out your wrists and your ankles. Try lowering one leg and then switching. You can lower both legs towards the floor. Gently bending your knees, bringing your feet flat on the floor, lifting your hips, setting that block off to the side. Reach your arms back overhead. We're going to slowly lower our arms and our legs down towards the floor. Coming into your final resting pose. Letting your toes fall open, hands by your side, palms facing up. You can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, arms overhead. Maybe coming back to your intention. to your breath, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Curl your knees in towards your chest, extend your arms overhead, roll to your left or right side, cradling your head and your arm, waxing out your top arm, gently rise up, coming to a seated position of choice. You can close your eyes, keep your gaze down, keep your gaze forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Thank you all so much for allowing me to share my practice with you each and every week. Hope you have a fantastic day and a fantastic long weekend. Namaste.